What's up, people? Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Today I wanted to address something. So some of you probably do like food prep, and I just wanted to say that if and when you can avoid using plastic, then you want to try to avoid using plastic. I have food on my face again. Plastic is no good. All right, you've heard about it before. It from the hot food or from a hot outside or hot in your car, it leaches and melts inside and gets into your food, which can be cancer causing and things like that. So I know some of you guys are food prepping and things like that. So I just wanted to kind of come on here real quick and kind of address that. I want you to make sure that you're using glass whenever you can, glass containers to store your food versus the plastic. Because again, when you have hot food and you're putting it in the things to store it, then ultimately that can leach into your food, and that's not what you want. So I know that, again, you're food prepping and you want to try to make multiple. So my suggestion is just to wait for the food to cool. If you don't have time to do that when you're food prepping, just kind of create that extra time. So maybe you can store it into glass containers, and then when you're ready, then you can transfer it over into the plastic containers. And then again, just making sure that when you're taking it wherever you go, that it's not sitting somewhere in the hot car, leaching BPA or whatever it is that can get into your food. Even your water bottles. I know you guys have to know by now that the what's called the recycling system is not very good. So they can't even recycle the bottles as fast as you're putting it in. So for the planet worthy, you really want to try to do a reusable water bottle when you can. Not only that, you buy these water bottles and the water that's in them is not even as clean as you think it is. So it's boo-boo water. You might as well drink out of the tap. So you can, if anything, you could just reuse that plastic one and then put it under the tap water and drink that, because the water is not even as clean as you think it is. So unless you're using filtered water from at home and you're reusing the water bottle that way, but even then it's plastic. You're bringing it around with you. After some time, it's going to leach the plastic into your water, the BPA and whatever, all those nasty chemicals that can get into your water. And then if I'm just kind of rewind that just a little bit, when they make the water bottles, they pasteurize the water. So when they put the water in the water bottles, it's over 100 degrees hot anyhow. So when they put it in there, almost right away, it's going to be leaching into the cup. So then it goes through all this travel time on the trucks to get to the stores. So hot trucks, more hot, more BPA, more chemicals. By the time that it gets to the store and sits in the back of the store before it's brought to the front of the store for you to purchase, not only is the water dead, but it's been sitting in these hot places. So it doesn't even matter if you're good about your water bottles and keeping them in places where they don't get hot, but they've already been hot before you even get it. So you have this dead water full of chemicals, whatever was already in it, and then whatever is going to be in it because of the plastic. So if you guys cannot use plastic bottles for all those reasons, you're going to be being much healthier for that. I like this. I like these Dylan water bottles. My husband got that for me a couple years back. It has a little thing inside that alkalines the water, because again, if you're not drinking good, healthy, quality water, then you're not doing justice for your system either. So we actually have a purifier in our house that purifies the water. So if you can get something like that, you don't have to go so expensive. The house came with it. I was lucky with that. But before that, and I still have it, I had a reverse osmosis underneath the sink, and that really cleans out the water of everything. Some people will argue that when you have reverse osmosis, then you take out the minerals that are in the water. But you can always remineralize your water if you feel like you need to. Just get some from Amazon or whatever. You can just remineralize the water that way, or get your minerals in some other fashion from your food and things like that. So honestly, I was never worried about that. One of my other favorite kinds of waters is Kangen water. You can get a system and sits on your counter, and it has different kind of settings for like pH based on what you need it for. Those are good. If you guys have any questions about that, I don't sell Kangen water or nothing like that, but I do have friends that do, and then I can get you in touch with them. Otherwise, you can get one of those things that go on your faucet by Pure. I think it's PUR, whatever. And then the Brita filters. You know, these things are at least helpful to kind of clean out your water because you want to have good, clean water, and hopefully it's alkaline. I have this thing right here. It's called Pure. And that I can dip that into my water. I do that just one time a day, and that actually helps to remove any heavy metals from the body that may build up from either food or not clean water or just the environment itself. If you have questions about that, hit me up. But anyways, I don't want to keep this too long, but I just wanted to just tell you, get rid of the plastic. Do not put your hot food in plastic containers. And as you food prep, just transfer them over as the food cools. If you can use, probably seen those videos where people use mason jars. You know, save your mason jars. You don't even have to buy them. You save them like when you buy like your I don't know, what is it? You know, you get like mayonnaise or sometimes your nut butters come in glass, jellies and pickles and other those kinds of things. You can save those, just rinse them out and clean them, throw them in your dishwasher or whatever, and reuse those, and you can carry your stuff in there and make the little parfaits of salad or yogurt or chia puddings or whatever. There's all kinds of stuff. Those kinds of recipes we'll put up throughout the time. But one way or the other, those glass containers are great for reusing. So anyways, I hope your guys' day is strong. Hopefully we'll see you guys tonight for the Q&A. We've been so busy lately that I've been trying to do these other videos on the side to kind of make up for that. And I hope you forgive me for that and me and Eddie for that. So anyways, if you have any questions, but that is my message and health tip for today. Love you guys. Make somebody smile. Cheese.